Okay, it's Johnny J here for another video on my niche site formula methods. In the previous video, I discussed Google suggestion in Hummingbird and how to take advantage of that to make more affiliate sales using my niche site formula system. Today we're going to go over analyzing the competition for any particular buying intent key term, or in fact any key term that you're gunning for and you want to beat the top spots out for that particular term. Just bear in mind, if you follow what I was talking about in the previous video and not really put in long tail buyer intent terms and long tail niche related terms, what you'll find is as you're link building, if you're sending high payoff theme links, you won't need that many before you realize that you're ranking for a whole bunch of buyer intent terms and niche terms, so you can actually start making money long before you rank for whatever main money term you're gunning for. But anyhow, I just wanted to do a video because I don't have one inside niche site formula yet. So once I've done this will go up inside, and then you guys can see how basically to go about analyzing how many links you need to beat the competition and get to those top spots, which I feel is vital information. So this is quite an important video. So I'm not going to go over every single metric and go down to all the nitty gritty of trust flow and DA, and pay, which a lot of other people do. I'm kind of more of a basic guy, and I wouldn't say I work on the bare minimum, but I'm more of a person who builds websites in mass and skills as quickly as possible, because I'm interested in earning income as quickly as I can and getting return on investment as quickly as I can. So although some people go all anal and into specific details and go on all day about different SEO metrics and blah blah blah, I'm just going to give you the basics, what I use and what will work for you as well if you follow my advice. So basically what I'm looking for is, in this particular video I'm going to discuss how to rank for alteral or however you want to pronounce that word. Right now I would say the best position to be in for this type of term, obviously buy alteral is even more targeted again, but this one has a decent amount of search volume. It's shown up as around 5,400 searches a month on the Google keyword tool and on Keyword Canine. So I'd like to be around here. If you notice where I'm waving my mouse around now, guys, number 2. Obviously it's great to be at number 1, but I always shoot for around number 2. There's a big difference between number 1 and 2, and there's a big difference between number 3 and 2. Position number 3 and position number 2 in terms of how many sales you get. But what I find is, if I shoot to be here, then it doesn't normally take much more links to get here anyhow. So for this particular video I'm just going to basically go for this one, which actually means for this particular example, which can be quite rare, it means actually taking the merchant out. So I'm basically going to try and outrank this merchant, which can be done. But normally what you'll find if you're going for a buyer intent term, such as does alteral work, is you'll find something like either an Amazon, Amazon's rules of search engines right now, so it's likely you'll find an Amazon result number 1, or an affiliate site or an affiliate video. For this one we have YouTube. Again, these can be easily taken out, so don't worry about that, and this video will help you understand the process that I use, which works over and over again for me and has done for many years now. This is nothing new, but it's something that's not in niche site formula yet, as I previously said. So I'm going to get on with the video. Okay guys, so basically this is the term I'm going for, as you can see, alteral. So basically what I want to do is I want to see very basic stuff. This, guys, the tool that I use, and I've used it for a while, is this one here. If you look at my cursor, this is the tool. I'm not sure if there's an affiliate program here. I'm not interested in earning commission. I'm interested in showing you the information what you need, especially if you're a member inside niche site formula. So basically we type that in there, we search links, right. Now what we can see, as this particular domain has only 114 backlinks, which isn't really a great deal in my opinion. Referring domains, which is more important, 35. And what's even more important than that is the actual referring IPs, the unique IPs. So for this example, there's 35 unique IPs. So in theory, if we have 35 unique IP websites that are all themed and all have a decent PR3 and upwards, I would say, we would potentially outrank this particular website and get into the number 2 slot. Now, it's not set in stone, it's never perfect, But if I use this for a rough guide, I'm not playing the affiliate marketing game blind, and at least I know, you know, how many links I need to basically outrank the competition. Obviously this has a bit of social signals as well. So obviously our site won't have any social signals, but there is some packages you can order, which I'll get to in another video, that will give you social signals as well. But to be honest with you guys, you know, if it is like in this example where, I mean, we're talking a minimum social interaction here, what you'll find is if you have a few more links and they're themed in high PR, you're not going to need any kind of social interactions to beat it. Now there's a huge debate as to whether these, you know, are important for ranking, and maybe they are important, you know, on bigger niches, but for the type of, you know, little segment niches we go after and the buyer intent niches, my niche site formula system works as well now as it ever did. You know, in fact in my opinion it works even better right now, and I don't ever apply anything social related to the sites to rank them, just so you all know. So bear that in mind. I mean, it's something you could play about with, and maybe we'll do some examples and some case studies using social interaction as we progress. But for now, for me personally, and also for students that I'm working with privately that are doing well, it's themed links that's winning the day for getting ranked. So, you know, just so you all know, and just to make that clear. Okay, so what I love about this is we can actually see here, you know, we can click on any of these, so we can go on total backlinks and see, you know, the backlinks. But on here I'm interested in this one because this is 35 unique websites and 35 different domains and obviously 35 unique IPs linking to the website which we potentially want to take out. And when I say take out, I just basically mean outrank it. I'm not into that negative SEO crap where people are shooting spammy links at the competition to get them down. I just think that's totally outrageous and unethical and a complete waste of time anyhow. You know, there's just no need to do stuff like that. But anyhow, you can see what you know, exactly the links this particular website has going to it. And what you can do is you can click on the links. I'm not going to get to this in this video, I might go over it in another video. And you can put it into certain tools and you can see the metrics for these particular websites. And when I talk about metrics, I mean the basics of what the PR is, what the domain authority is, and what the page authority is. And you could get into more like trust flow, etc. But I don't want to go on and on because it'll take too long, and you can spend too much time analysing when you should be, you know, working the system and getting new links, getting new content up, getting new sites up, getting new links up. That's how you make money. You could spend a week doing this, and you might have somebody who comes along like me, for example, who puts up 10 websites and just starts linking to them. I'm making money, where the person's analysing it all is still not making money. So just, you need to try and have a balance. Yes, there is some basic analysis to be aware of, which is what I'm going over here, but don't go too much into it, or it'll probably end up confusing you, and you won't make money. And the whole point of niche site formula is to get people making money. So just so you know, there is basically the websites that are linked into that particular website. Obviously there's some good websites in there, so it has got some authority links. There's one there, for example, Wikipedia, you know, and there's some other ones like psychcentral.com. Some of them are just, you know, basically crappy links like Blogspot blogs, which aren't particularly good. You know, you can easily make them yourself, but just gives you an idea of the type of links. So in my opinion, guys, if you had, so we'll say here, 35 themed links on high PR sites, so in this case if you just sent in, say, 35 to 50 articles and we posted them on themed high PR websites, for this particular example, you could potentially outrank this particular website. So that's not a huge amount of work. I mean, basically order a website from niche site formula, have 35 small articles outsourced, you know, you can get them done for $2 and they're still quality enough to get on my networks. And I've gave you, you know, a resource inside niche site formula on where to get those written for low cost. And then, you know, you're not looking at a huge price, maybe 70-80 bucks to land in a particular good spot. Let's just go back here a second, say number 2. Now, in my opinion, I've been ranked here before in the past, and this particular website's done $300 to $650 a month. So, you know, there's no guarantee how long you're going to rank there for, but if you've got a decent quality website up there with long articles on there, and it's detailed and it's helpful, and you've got, you know, no spammy links going to it, in other words, you've got links from other helpful related websites on there which also have good metrics on, as in high PR, high DA and high PA, high domain authority and high page authority and high page rank, then the potential is that you're going to rank for a long time anyhow, which I've proven that time and time again. Some of my websites have ranked for 3, 4, 5. Some of them have been ranked for 7 years, and they've read through every single update, which is really, really, really good. Because I've always stuck to the same kind of principles where I've tried to keep things as quality as I can. I've tried to keep things natural, and I've always just thought about the person who's typing in the term ever since I got serious with my affiliate marketing, and that has worked for me. So hopefully I can give that mindset back to you, and if you apply it, you'll get good long-term results as well with your niche affiliate marketing. So basically we'll go back to this page, and basically what I like to do here as well is I just go to the site explorer again. By the way guys, this is a fantastic tool. In my opinion, it's necessary. Although the data packs are brilliant inside Niche Site Formula, and we'll keep getting more up, the data is always changing. So when there's inside one of the data packs, for example, let's just take a product off the top of my mind, African Mango Plus, and it says it's easy to rank for. This is always changing month by month as different sites go up, as more people compete, as new affiliates come in, or it could be that there's less competition now because people drop out and think that the game's all over, and it's kind of a cat and mouse game, and it's a cycle, and it's over and over, it goes over and over again. So just bear in mind, if you have this tool, you'll find out exactly what you need to do, not what some tool's telling you, but what you need to do to potentially outrank the websites for those particular terms you're gunning for, which in my opinion is golden information. So just quickly off topic for a moment, I'm particular on this. At the moment I'm on this plan here, the professional, which is enough for me. I'll probably end up upgrading soon because I've got that many new websites going up, and obviously I don't like to play blindfolded when I'm doing my affiliate marketing. I know if I'm particularly gunning for a particular term, in this case Alto, I want to know exactly what I need to do to take the websites out for this particular example. So I'll probably end up upgrading to this one too. In my opinion, you guys need this one here, which is $79 a month. The free one will probably be okay for some people, but if you want to get serious, you want to be putting up a couple of websites a month at least, and this is the plan for you. So we'll just go back to the site explorer. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to compare this domain to my domain, which I've just started working on recently. So I'll go into my campaign, my backlink campaign. As you can see, this is a huge chart, and I'm the kind of guy who will roll out 20 websites at a time, no problem. But don't start off like that. I started off ranking one website at a time, getting sales from one website at a time. Do not act like a super affiliate when you're first starting out, or you will fail. Just believe what I'm saying, believe that's true. I have the experience, and I've failed probably more than most of the people watching this video. I've failed many times over, so just take my advice seriously. Do not start off trying to rank 20 websites at once. It's not something I recommend. Yes, I am doing that now. I like to be completely upfront, transparent and honest with everything I'm talking about and putting up on my blog for the world to see, but don't do it the way I'm doing it. That's basically what I'm saying. Do it one at a time. So my website is altosource.com. So basically what I want to do here is I want to compare both websites and both domains. Now I use a particular ranking tool to check where I am for the terms that I'm going for, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. I've already got a video up inside a Niche Site Formula that discusses the tool that I use, so I can check all my websites at once and see where they're ranking for which particular term. And what's brilliant about having a tool like that is, if you've done something in particular and it causes a huge rank increase, that's something to bring into the system, and that works for you. If you've done something and you've suddenly dropped 500 positions, you might think, so Google doesn't like that, or Yahoo doesn't like that, or Bing doesn't like that. Let's perhaps test that again, and then perhaps test it again, and then if it's still the same, that's enough evidence for me to say that's not how I want to do it. I don't want that in my system anymore, because it's obviously causing a red flag, so we'll take that out. And so it's always a game of trial and error and testing what works, and when you find something what works, get onto that and scale it, because that's how you make money. You make money by working a system, what's working, but working it in speed. Just don't forget, money loves speed. The guys who take ages to implement and take too long analyzing, by the time they're doing that, years past, 2 years past, the system might have changed altogether again. Algorithms change, and you could have made a load of money, and you might be finding that what you're working on doesn't even work anymore. So just keep that in mind. It's always changing, and I'll always try and do my best to keep niche site formulas updated as I can, but just bear that in mind. Once something's working, as is in the case as of right now, this is a wave, you know, ride that wave and make some money. You know, please guys, if you don't, you're just going to lose out, and I don't want to say that, especially if you've paid, you know, the $497 or whatever I'm charging at the time to get it in niche site formula. I want to see you guys getting return on investment and getting results, and getting, of course, getting your money's worth, which is the whole, you know, the whole point of the service. So basically what we can see here is this is just a metric, what this tool is given, but it's an idea of how far off I am from getting to this number. So if you can see, I've only just started, I'm already getting close, guys. This is just through sending some themed high PR links to this particular domain here. So I've got referring domains 29, I've got referring IPs 25, I've got a total of 124 backlinks. I'm not too concerned about that, I'm more concerned about this and obviously the unique IPs, and it'll just show me other metrics, you know. And if you have this, you can see. But what's interesting here, as you can see, I started link building around here. Obviously Google takes a week or two to pick up new links and index them, etc, etc. So I'm heading in up and up and up. So I'm already catching this domain up now. And what you'll find, what's really important, is this website for here is, it's, you know, it hasn't done much to get, in fact it's losing links, so it hasn't done much for a while. You know, we're talking what, 2 or 3 months it hasn't got any new links, which is a really good way you can take advantage of that, because if we steadily send new links, we're going up and up and up, which is what Google loves, by the way. You know, it prefers new links over everything. And if you can, you know, even edit your websites, you know, say once a week, once every 2 weeks, just, you know, put in a bit of new information or whatever, or put up a new post, it likes that as well. You know, that's really good over a static website. So if you can get new links to it and potentially, you know, new content every now and again, you should be able, I should be able to rank this website pretty easily. The competition to me is easy, even though that's the main merchant website. There's nothing, you know, majorly being done that I can't easily beat, you know, with my knowledge, know-how and resources. So that's just something to be aware of. You can actually see, sorry, just go back on this again, just bear with me, I'm just retyping it. So go back to the compare, and again it shows you how many no follow links. So you might have blog comments up that are no follow, etc. If we keep going down, again it brings you to this, which is important. So that's about it, guys. So I mean, we could go over and over, and there's so many different features in here. You can drill down to what anchor text is being used, so you can see your competitors' anchor text, you know, so you can vary it up in the right way. But I don't want to drag each video on too long, because I don't want to bore everybody watching. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably get another video after this one, and what I'll do is I'll go over text link variation. And when I refer to text link variation, I basically mean the anchor text. So when you put up a link on a different website, what is the text you're using to link to your money website? Obviously it's very important now, especially with the way the algorithms are at present, is to vary them up. Just so you know, I never link more than 5% anymore to my main money term, and I'm getting some excellent results. I know I've said 10%, 15%, 20% in the past, but where I'm at right now is I'm only using 5%. On some instances I'm not even linking to the money term at all, yet I'm still able to rank extremely high. So if you start applying the same, it should be able to set you up to rank much longer as well, which is what I feel is important. I mean, although we can easily get websites on new domains ranking again right now with obviously methods that I've taught you. For example, there's a redirection method, and there's probably always going to be loopholes and different methods to get websites ranking again fast. It's best, in my opinion, to try and rank and keep things natural for as long as you can on you know, on one domain, and try and get as much return on investment while you're ranking for those particular, you know, those money terms, that asset data, which is what is obviously going to make you money in the end. And in my opinion, the asset data, the money terms that you gather and what you work out to make you money is the most important and the core element of, you know, the entire niche site formula. So just bear that in mind. You know, that's what's going to make you money. Once you know that, even if you want to run, a pay-per-click campaign or send paid traffic around that niche, at least you have an idea of the terms what are going to convert in that niche, which is obviously golden data, and I've wrote about that many times now in the past. So that's it, guys. I hope you have an idea now of what you need to know to outrank your competition. Now, just to finish off, I'm not going to log into my tool on this particular video, but I'll just do it briefly. I'll type in out and I'll just see where I am. I never ever do this, by the way. I always use, I use tools that are hidden behind proxies, and because I have so many terms that I go after at any given time and so many websites, and obviously now I'm working with certain clients privately, and then we have niche site formula members, etc, etc. There's no way on earth I could track all my websites doing this. This is just not the way to do it. But just to give me an idea and just to show you on the video since I've started, I'm not on page 2 yet. No big deal, nothing to worry about. I haven't started linking to it majorly yet. I've only just started, as you can see on the video. Not on page 3 yet. No big deal. So this is coming up here. I'm on page 4, which isn't bad at all, considering I've only just started, a few weeks back. So I'll give this a few more weeks, and I'll probably be on page 2. Give it maybe another week or two, I'll probably be on page 1. I don't want to, give definite time frames, but probably another week after 2, I'll probably be in the top spots in this site. I'll probably be making money. I'm just basically going off the emulation of what I did for that weightgainsource.com website. And obviously, if I do that time and time again over 5 websites, over 10, you get to the point where even if each website's only bringing in $50 to $100 a month, you start to make significant income. Obviously, when you get to the point of 100 plus websites, it starts to become high income. And if you have 1,000 websites, which is what I've had in the past, and which is what I'm working up towards again with a new empire, you're talking a huge amount of income. I mean, let's just do some basic maths. Even on average, let's just say each little website earns $100 a month. By the way, guys, as you've seen on some of my examples, I have some websites doing about $3,000 a month if I get everything right. The competition analyst, I pick good terms, I get the link building right, the content's right on page, there's good conversion. This is right, remember, this is important. We want to make these good so that they're clickable. Everything helps conversion. What you can also do, another trick, just quickly go back to what I was talking about, then I'll go on to the little trick. So 100 times 1,000, let's just say you had 1,000 of these little niche site formula sites, which there's no reason why you couldn't build up to that. That would be $100,000 a month, revenue. Obviously there would be expenses in there, you probably would have spent a fair bit to get that amount of websites up. But just bearing in mind, even if you half that and consider all the expense, which is never going to cost that much anyway, but even if you just halved it, that's still $50,000 a month profit. I mean, that's huge. So if anybody says there's no money in little sites on niche marketing, there is. And then if you add building large blogs and building a newsletter following and so on, you can earn a huge amount of money, with affiliate marketing. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, it's all there for the take, and the game's wide open, guys. I hope you're getting excited. The videos that I'm going to get more and more videos up to show you what's possible and to help you understand things as well. Okay, let's just go back to that little trick I was referring to. I'm going to use an example here, which is a popular product. You can go down and you can find out what other, I'm not saying the super affiliates may not, but there may be successful affiliates. What are they using for their titles? And what you'll find is, if especially on YouTube videos, they're actually trying to make money and they're probably testing. What are they using for their titles? And you could obviously get the ideas of them and try and even better them, or even other affiliate websites or Web 2.0 platforms, which might be ranking highly. Obviously, that's an affiliate that's probably making money, so just bear that in mind. Check out the titles. I'll just run another. Just go on some popular products that I know so well off the top of my head. Or even there's people actually buying traffic here now. Just so you know, people wouldn't buy traffic, they wouldn't use AdWords, they wouldn't pay for traffic if they weren't making money. They wouldn't keep these live. So just bear in mind, that's probably something that you could use and emulate. Why not? It obviously works. It's obviously getting a high click-through. That's the top ad. Now save. All of these kind of titles help to get the click. So you could potentially, it's a sneaky trick here, you could actually get more clicks in this ad, get a good ranking and not even pay for them and get a huge return on investment. So just something to be aware of, another neat little trick which I apply, and it has fantastic results, because if you increase your conversion rate on an affiliate site by even 1%, 2%, that can make a huge increase in your return on investment per campaign based on the same traffic. So just to be aware of how important it is to test and try these things to improve conversion on each campaign as well. I mean, this is huge, and this is something that I wasn't going to put on this video, but it's an extra little bonus here, just something to be aware of. Okay guys, and so basically this is the tool that I use. There's the address there. Let's go back to it here. It's a fantastic tool. It works, it's viable. Right now in 2014, it shows you, it gives you an idea, nothing concrete, and not all tools will pick up all links anyhow, and there's always a delay as new links go up. No tool's perfect, but this gives you an idea, and it just basically means that when you're gunning for money terms, you're not playing blindfold. So just be aware of what I'm saying here, and I hope you've took some value from this video, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching guys, as always.